Hey, it's Neve and welcome to day 8 of Shine Video Challenge. We are fast approaching the end now, which is kind of exciting and sad at the same time. But guess what? If you're joining us late or you've fallen behind, it's still not too late to get yourself all caught up here. And if you record all 10 videos of this challenge, and we're going to have some extra buffer days for you to record after day 10 during next week, so you easily can get yourself caught up. And if you record all 10, you get a special invite to our finishers party and special workshop. So it's totally worth doing. Check out the description of this video if you need some help in terms of getting caught up, or you want to hear more about what the workshop and finishers party is. So do check that out. Wow, day 8. So day 8, we have a really cool tip for you, which many of you have asked for, which is how to trim out the start and end of your video. So if you're recording, particularly if you're recording on a smartphone, you probably find that there's this awkward bit where you're turning on the camera and then turning off the camera. And that's not necessarily something that you want to show to your audience. So how you remove that is doing something called trimming. Now you can do trimming in pretty much any smartphone that you have, but it does depend on the smartphone. So what you want to do is go and look up how to trim on your smartphone, but I'm going to show you how you can trim on YouTube, because once you upload to YouTube, anybody can trim. So whether you've recorded on a laptop, an Android, an iPhone, it doesn't matter. Once it's up on YouTube, you can go onto the YouTube desktop version and go ahead and trim out the start and the end there. So in the interest of saving time, that's what I'm going to show you how to do right now. The easiest way to trim your video on YouTube is by clicking on your video link either on a laptop or a desktop computer and coming here to the YouTube watch page for your video. You want to make sure you are logged into YouTube in the upper right hand corner, and if you're logged in and on your own video, you'll see this menu bar of buttons just below your video. So what you are looking for is this little magic wand. The magic wand button is enhancements. When you click on that, it takes you here to this page with various enhancements. I don't ever use any of these because I do really weird things to your video, but you're looking for this little scissors that says trim. So click on that scissors and it's going to open up this preview of your video and a timeline of your video just below it here. Now at each end of the timeline, you'll see these big kind of fat blue bars, and that's this to represent the start and end of your video. So to start your video a little bit later into the clip, basically to cut out the start, you would just drag this blue bar in, and you can watch yourself on this video and notice when you take a breath to start speaking, and that's usually where I trim to. At the end, again, you want to pull it back until you see that you've stopped speaking. Now this video I've already trimmed, so I'm not going to have these nice moments to do it, but it's helpful if when you're recording your video, if you stop for a moment at the end before you hit the end button, because that will make it much easier for you to do this. So once you're happy with this, what you can do is you can go ahead and click play to watch how it plays. You want to double check before you save this that you haven't cut out any words or made it weird. If you did, you can just readjust this. You can drag it backward or forward and keep previewing until you're very happy. Once you're happy with it, you hit done. That confirms the changes, and then you come up here to the upper right and you either hit save to save the video with the changes. That saves over the previous video. You can hit save as new video if you've made a lot of changes and you're really not sure how it's going to turn out. You can save it as a new video to make sure you keep the original. And what I'm going to do is hit revert to original because this one already had all the trims done and I don't want to actually cut out my words. But that is how you trim the start and end on YouTube. So that brings me to today's prompt. And today's prompt, we want to dig even further into the why of why you do what you do. So we got to hear some really amazing stories yesterday about the obstacles that you've overcome to get here. The day before that, we were talking about that moment in your business or in your work that you just totally feel like you. And today, I want to talk about your beliefs. What's that big belief that underlies all of the work that you do? Because for everyone, there's something that they believe that's very important to them that drives them to do work that is meaningful and purposeful for them. So I want you to think, and it doesn't have to be like a big earth-shattering belief. It can be a simple belief about something that feels important to you and important to others and important to the world. So for me, the big belief that underlies all of the work that I do is that connection is everything. I really believe that the world is changing, that we're moving into a space where everything that can be done by robots and computers will be done by robots and computers, and that the currency that's going to really matter more and more, and it matters a heck of a lot now, is genuine connection with other people, because that's what humans thrive on. So when I am teaching marketing, and when I am teaching video and helping you to create these videos, it underlies everything that I do, because I believe that if you can just show up as you, and as real and as human and as normal or weird as you are, just as the unique and perfect human being that you are, that other people respond to that, and they respond to it more powerfully than marketing messages, than special persuasion techniques, than copywriting, than any other thing. Just feeling that sense of having a real connection with a real human being. And then it means that the marketing part of it becomes easy, because it becomes about showing them what you have and letting them make the decision for themselves. So I believe connection marketing is the future, and I believe connection is everything. And that's why I do the work that I do. So I'm really excited to see your videos. We're coming up to a weekend now, which means that we are going to have no prompts over the next couple of days, but do come back here on Monday for day number 9. I also have something really special that I'm going to share with you guys on Monday. Very exciting. And it's really important to finish off this challenge, so do come back here for day 9 and day 10. And remember, if you record all 10 of the videos, you get to attend our very special finishers party and workshop. Whew. So don't forget, eye contact with the lens, face lit, heart open, and share with us a belief that you have that underpins all of the work and the wonderful things that you do.